Yep. Second highest ranked player in the field this week. Highest ranked player, Yeon Ryu, also in the mix. They're both at 4 under.
Play is to be a little bit shorter, but it seems so inviting to give it a go.
Well, the green is a little bit elevated from this tee, and along with the difficulty, only 3 birdies today at 11.
And that's missed right in that, I think, in the bunker.
Yeah, it is in the bunker, and another
might just be
another mistake.
Short when kicked right. I don't know.
Yeon Ryu to join the leaders at 5 under. Two putts were always going to be good from there. Back one.
Let's see how the 19-year-old handles this.
She's got a 6-iron out, but the way her pre-shot routine is, she stands behind the ball and she takes some practice swings behind it. The signage behind the tee is actually really close to where she was swinging, and I'm not sure she could put a good practice swing on it because of the signage. This one's high. It's also drifting a bit to the right. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to find the bunker, very similar to Nordqvist. Well, it is foxing these players, that 11th hole. So problems for Nordqvist and Yealimi Noh, the 2 leaders. Yeon Ryu has reached the 17th green and has this for a birdie and has this to tie the lead. Oh, it moved quite a bit. Go to the 11th, middle of the bunker here for Yealimi Noh.
Yeah, she's in this bunker with Anna, and if I had my choice of the 2 shots, I would pick Anna's just because the way the ball is sitting. Yealimi's is actually sitting down. This would not be very inviting. Downhill all the way to the hole.
Oh dear, thinned it.
It was tough. It was not very appealing, Tom. Like, it wasn't sitting overly great in that bunker.
Yeah. Well, this hole just continues to catch players out. So look at this swing from Yealimi Noh. And she knew right away, didn't like the contact at all. Now let's see what Anna does.
Well, Anna's in a much better spot. Ball, it looks like it's actually sitting up quite nicely in the sand. Maybe even on just a hair and upslope, and from here I think Anna can play a good shot. This definitely, you know, if I had to pick one of the 2, I would be picking Anna's all day long.
Stay committed.
47th on tour in sand saves.
All right, I'm fine.
Just kind of squirted to the right.
Left her an uphill putt though, Tom.
Yeah, she's not too bad.
Off the bogey at 11, Inby Park.
That was from 136, little uphill lie and safely right of the hole, although she is not pleased with it.
Now Stanford at the 12th.
That was just a tiny little pitching wedge. It is good.
Got to get back to 5 under. Okay, Horned Frogs are out here in the Colony. 11.
Yealimi Noh chipping for par.
Yeah, and this isn't all that easy either. It's a little bit of a sticky lie, delicate, but she's got to pop it up onto the green. And there was plenty of break around that hole too, and she's going to have a left to righter now for her bogey.
Yeah, you got that to
Still now. If she had been left of the hole, it would have been just a treacherous, slippery putt. This gives her the best chance for her to save a par.
broke right behind the hole.
That was a similar putt to Angela Stanford, the one that she misread. So we could have a 7-way tie for the lead here in a moment. It might be 6 if Yealimi Noh. In the tournament, we've got 7 players tied for the lead. You think, oh, it's going to be really exciting tomorrow. Then somebody wins by 7 in the end. But I think that's unlikely, the way that it is playing out at the moment.
Yeah, how often does it look like the greatest contest ever on Sunday, and then there's a breakout player who shoots 63?
Yeah. This for bogey. This is an important one here. Keep the double bogey off the card. Yeah, right in there. So nicely done, but just that tee shot was very awkward for players today. And the 11th hole, the hardest hole on the golf course, 170 yards it's playing in this 3rd round. So there's the group at 4 under. A very impressive list of players.
NB's going to try to break out of it here. 12.
Just a little uphill for NB. Oh my. That's so rare.
Angela Stanford's got one close there in a moment.
Jessica Corder for par.
She missed the green left into the grass bunker, and it looked like a really brutal spot, but played a tremendous little pitch and was able to take the save.
She's the only one to save par. Nasa Hataoka for a birdie. This is to join the group at the top of the leaderboard. I'm counting 14 majors. Actually, it's 15, actually. I think I've got that wrong. So Yeon Ryu's one too, isn't she?
She has, and
yes.
Half of those come from NB Park, but this is Stanford to make it a 1-way tie for the lead.
Oh, she pulled it.
15 majors among the group at the top of the leaderboard.
And all but the 19-year-old have one.
Yeah.
There you go. We can't even hardly fit them all. There you go. 7-way tie. So what do we have? Is that a 10th of those still in the field who are tied for the lead? What do we have? 76 players.
Yeah. Very good.
So Yeon Ryu way out ahead of the pack. Ah, yes, much different than Thursday when they were battening down the hatches.
Couple under, and the lead is 4, so she has every opportunity. She finishes nicely. Couldn't be tighter, could it?
Looks like she hasn't missed a beat.
It certainly does. She played a fair amount of golf when she was in Korea. I think she is such a part of the LPGA Tour.
Yeah.
She had
major championships, and now eyeing a victory here this week. 13.
NB Park on the tee.
No chance of getting home in 2 for NB, and wow, she didn't like that one. That's her 3rd, by my count, 3rd one-handed finish. The back 9.
Dragged it left. No danger there if you where she is. If you go further left, maybe bringing the penalty area into play. There's a bunker down the right as well. Let's go to 12.
And Yealimi Noh, second shot.
Has a little bit of a backstop behind this hole that she can use. Ball slightly above her feet. It's high. Good looking shot.
Oh. Stanford had a putt from that side of the hole and missed it left. So no part of a group of 6 now who are at 4 under. And it includes Anna Nordquist.
Well, and she's on this far left side of the fairway, which kind of makes me feel like she's want to play this to the right.
Keep turning.
Trying to fade away from the hole. Oof.
Final group is attacking. Got the winter cap off.
So she no longer looks like a worn out downhill skier.
Been good.
And now, Corda, Karen, you were out there in the elements with our crew on Thursday. How different is it from 48 hours ago?
It's ridiculously different. I mean, it's just so nice out here in comparison. I mean, it's very tempting to take a layer of clothes off, but I think for these players, it makes a big difference. They're so much freer. I mean, if you talk about how much club speed you can generate when you've got 3 layers of clothes on versus 1 layer, it's a big difference.
Come on.
And Corda just using that backstop.
And it's just that your joints.
Certainly knows about bursting onto the scene with an early win. This for birdie.
Should move to the left.
Jessica, of course, came onto the tour with a familiar name, her father having been a Grand Slam tennis champion. Peter, 13.
Jin Young Ko has this birdie putt. Playing as a 3-shotter for almost everybody in the field. 555 yards on the card. Jin Young a couple under for the day. Let's get back over to 12.
And Yealimi Noh to take the lead outright.
It was interesting to hear her say about not driving. Another very talented young player, Lydia Ko, didn't take a driving test for a long time. But your cart probably had to be very relieved, Tom, that it was being driven on the correct side of the road.
Exactly, yes. Sometimes I, like to mix it up.
Oh. Letting one go there. That was a great opportunity.
She has all of the tools. It's just a little bit of polish and savvy. Talked to a couple of caddies who've carried the bag for Yealimi Noh. And Karen, there's just some things you can't know until you've been out here at least a few years like Anna Nordqvist, can you?
Well, I think there are some things that hit you like a light bulb going off in your head. It's like all of a sudden you'll realize what you personally have to do to turn a second or a third place into a victory. And when that light bulb goes off in your head, it tends to happen the following week or the week after. You'll get that victory after being really close. I mean, I think back to Mel Reid winning in Atlantic City. She played really well the week before, and it was almost like she had that aha moment. I think we'll see the same kind of thing happen with Yealimi. This putt, little downhill for Anna.
For the lead. I mean, we've had so many players with chances to take the lead. Here is Kristen Gilman, who is 5 under on her round today. She played the Texas Women's Open. Quist for par. Well, we've had as many as 7 tied for the lead today. At the moment, it is 6.
Just with her tee shot.
The general tendency is to want to keep this down the right side, but you can run into the bunkers that way, but this is left.
But it looks to be safe, I think.
Yeah, it's just going to be a longer second shot, longer layup. No bunkers or anything down the left. There are 3 bunkers down the right around where that tree, just past that tree, you can see on the right side of the fairway. Kind of a lonely tree there that might have been hit by lightning a few times during the summer.
Yeah, if you just keep it left of the tree, you're pretty good.
Yeah, the fairway wants to kind of move it a bit to the left too. This one is drifting towards those bunkers down the right though.
Knocked it right into them.
Kristen Gilman to join the lead. She'll have a good chance to do what her good friend Cheyenne Knight did last year, win here at the VOA Classic.
Jerry, what has happened to Angela Stanford? This is a fourth shot.
Yeah, she just found one little tiny tree on the layup with
Named. I've noticed that our man